Everybody, it's Kathleen from Crafting Time 1982 on YouTube, and I hope you're all doing well. We have this extra spackling, guys, and I thought, I'm not going to throw it away. It's not that expensive, but we could maybe create something out of it. So I thought maybe I like dogs. So I think I'm going to just kind of like create a dog here. Again, a generic dog. And let's give a two paws out. Move him over. Oh my goodness, what was I thinking? We're going to spackle him. And let's make chest, his leg up. Let's see. And make him look like he's sitting. We're going to spackle it. Goodness, terrible leg. That bigger. Spackle over it so we don't have anything to worry about. Make his tail come down over here like he's kind of sitting on it. Just spackle that out a little bit. And let's just kind of make his puppy dog face. It's so funny looking. Guys, we're going to fix this with spackling. We don't have to so much worry about his nose and his ear. We'll give him a big long ear. Put an eye there. Now this is just generic coloring. Now we're going to make a circle. That's going to be his big ball. Now being that we're going to spackle it, we're going to give him a little bit wider head. There, that's make his tail come down. Kind of made him funky looking, but you can trim this neck down a little. That ear come back around. It's just fun to play. Oh goodness. Now, being that we're only spackling, we don't have to really worry so much. We're just going to take this little blue spackle and we're going to just kind of like put it on here. And I'm just going to rub it around. Now this is just pegboard, friends, nothing more than pegboard. And I'm just going to paint the ball blue with my spackling, and I'm using my fingers. Nothing wrong with using fingers, guys. Okay, we're going to give that a chance to dry. Finger is drying. And we're going to take some spackling. There's that cup. A little bit more. I don't want that much, maybe. And I'm going to add a little touch of brown. Again, I just scoop out my brown, add it in, and I'm going to just stir it up. this nice, pretty brown. Our globe is drying up there. I have it above me. Close up my paints. Just use acrylic paint, friends. That's all we're using. And we're going to put it on our puppy dog. We're going to put brown all over him. Then we're going to add some abstract to it in colors. Again, I'm just putting it on so I can spread it around. That's why I wasn't worried so much of what it looked like. We'll save that little bit for um, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to go right up to that line. I'm going to go actually right over that line. So I said we didn't have to worry. Now his tail, we're going to just come right around. Again, going right over those purple lines. We're going to give it kind of whiskey looking. Let's see. We'll pause. His front feet look nice, but his back feet, well, that's just a whole nother story. But we're going to add some toning to that in just a second. So, real worried. It down. Can y'all see? You know that's looking. We'll have a cute dog here in a little bit. Going right over my lines that I did. Just kind of making it fuzzy. We're going to add coloring, probably the green background. We're going to add some dimensions to it. I'll show you how we'll do that in just a moment. Now, your finger might get a little bit dry. Don't let that bother you. It'll be all right. You can put oil on your hands. I'm just going to cover his face. I already know what it's going to look like. Hopefully it looks better than what I did here. Nice head. Good nose. Like I said, we're not worried about the bottom or the purple lines. That was just a guide. Kind of making it cover up these purple lines now. Looks like a dinosaur. All right. We got to make this one leg just a tad longer or wider compared to the other foot. Right down to the edge. forming in some details here with my finger. Okay, now I'm going to use the end of my brush. This is what it's looking like. My little dinosaur. He's not a dinosaur. He's going to be a puppy. And I'm going to add, I'm going to just take my lines and add in some details. Let those little purple lines show through. Like playing with clay, kind of. Just kind of come up. If you did it a little bit wrong, just push it back and redo it. A little lighter there. Now I want a little separation in the feet here. Like that there. Carried away on this tail. And I'm going to put some lines on this ball. Doesn't have to be too bad. So yeah, just adding the lines and the details around it. All right, we're going to use this green. And this is already starting to set, so I have to kind of use it like right away. So now I'm just going to create a little background here. Just by smearing my finger around. Now, if you have a special spatula you want to use, use that. That's fine. I'm covering up everything here. And then we'll be taking the brown and the blue, and we're going to be adding dots to it in just a little bit. Kind of abstracting it. Again, this is just spackling. Nothing more than spackling. We're going to do finger blotches next all over it. Kind of making it look like bubbles. Yeah, my doggy. Here it has the bottom. And this dries fairly fast, guys, so you don't have to worry. It dries fast. See, we have the bottom nice and green. And we're going to actually bring this up like he's in the yard. plenty of green. Could do the whole thing green. Be just fine. I mixed a lot. I didn't need to mix as much. But as you see, I'm just taking my finger and spreading it around. I call this finger painting. You can call it what you like. Some people don't like this kind of stuff. I'm going to give it a green background because we're going to be adding the blue and the brown and all that kind of colors around it. It's a little higher here. And we're going to save some for the dots. At my work, my day work, I work with dogs during the day. We have these paintings, um, and they're made out of spackling and paints and things like that. And that's what inspired me to do this. Besides making our little globe we did on last video that we did. Now, friends, it doesn't have to be smooth. That's optional. We're gonna be adding lots in just a moment. I'm just trying to get it around my puppy dog. Got a little carried away there. Have this little issue here. There we go. So as you see, I'm just rubbing it on. Now, the thinner you have it, the faster it dries. So, something to think about if you want it to be that, 10. This can dry overnight. For me, it won't matter. All right. So now we got our puppy dog. Just push that down a little bit. And we got our curve lines. We got his mouth lines here. We kind of messed up on his mouth here, but that's okay. Still looks kind of cute. All right. So this is the next part of it. And this is what makes it kind of cute. We're going to use the screen, just like a dot of green, and we're just gonna slap it on. We're on everywhere. There. We're going to be using the other colors as well. It's on the ball. And they have this picture doing the same thing. Now they have these little splotches. You don't even, they're about finger. Just adds a little fun to the dog or the picture. And it's all around. Now some people do just the dog. I'm just going to put some over here on the side. Put it on his ear. Area of the ball. Didn't have my finger that time. You just push your finger right into it. Very different. Now you're going to take the brown that you made and do the same thing. I don't have much brown. I just saved enough to do some browns. You can overlap them like so. Fun way to use up some of this stuff. I'm not sure what they call this art, but I've seen it around. Not just at my work, but at other places as well. And I think it's kind of cool. It's different. It's not even cool, it's different. All right, now I gotta find a nice eye. Let's see. Just a regular black, an orange eye. Oops, an orange eye. Mmm. What do you think? I think I don't like it. I'm just gonna wipe it off. Let's go. Let's do traditional. No, this is far from traditional, but we're going to do traditional. See if I have a little smaller eye in here. I don't want them to have a gigantic eye. I got a small green eye, purple eye. That would all be so fun. I guess they're the same. We're just going to push it in. Do that. Covered up his eye. And then we want a little black nose. So what I'm going to do for that is just grab a piece of black on my finger. And maybe I could use my little paintbrush here. So, and then let's add some red in his mouth. Ooh, I don't have red here. Wow. Just a second. This is a pink red, but that would be okay. Super fun. Crafting doesn't have to be exactly. I'll do it. Close that up. Okay, we'll pop down. Now let's add. I think it needs a little more white, and I'm just wiping off my brush, guys. It's no big deal. And we're just gonna kind of like go around our spackling areas. You don't have to do every one, but whatever you feel works for you. I'll serve myself. No problem. Some at the bottom. All have to be at the top. I'm not sure what this is called, but I've seen it in at my work, guys, and I just think it's kind of cute. Of course, they have professional pictures. I just hand drew mine. I think I'll make that ear or white down here. They used a bunch of colors. They didn't stick to one color. You could add a lot of colors on here. Even some purple. My sister would be so proud that I said that. Now let's move into the yellows. Guys, these paints, I just fill up these paints. I don't, this is working so wonderful. I just absolutely love using these trays. Kind of an abstract kind of art, artsy crafts. Totally out of usually what I do, but I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit different. So now let's move into some purples. Now this brush is pretty much, you know, because of it being in the spackling, it's probably not going to be very um, good for me to use later. Just adding some purples. Splashes of purple. Spackling gets on it, just wipe it off. Okay, now let's go back into maybe some orange. I mean, they had a ton of colors on theirs. They had pinks and purples and reds and you know, just fun stuff. Don't be scared to give it a try. Will it be perfect? No. And you don't have to worry about that. Just have fun. Big brown spot there. And I think I'm going to use the black again to do the outlining of the puppy. Maybe the brown going to be darker. Painting right over it now. I had those lines and stuff that I made. I'm just making these a little bit darker, I'm hoping. Looks like it's all blending in though. You can add a little black in some areas. Toes. There. Don't worry if it's not looking the way you want it. Just having fun tonight. Take the brown and go over that just a bit, lightly. Turn up some of the dominant. Kind of like fixing it up. Not going to worry about it. But it just gives a fun, you can see the dog, you can see the fun dots all over it of the spackling. Now guys, my work paid a lot of money for these special pictures. I'm not kidding. They have a bunch of them all over the place. Now, I don't know, is it for me? No, I don't think I would, probably would not probably buy it. Just kind of fixing the top of his head here, and let's put a little brush up there. And as I move with it, it's just something different to create, guys. I hope you had fun with this. You know, if you have your spackling out and you want your kids to just have fun spackling a picture, this would be a fun way to do it. And they just add little blobs. You don't have to be perfect whatsoever. But just have fun. I think uh, I think this is actually kind of cute. Um, that's my cleaning stuff. None of this I save. I throw all this away. It's pretty much gone anyway. I only keep my white spackling, which has a few colors in it. Now spackling, I buy the Masters Painters lightweight Spackling. It's a one-step fast drying, so it doesn't stink, doesn't shrink. Um, I don't have to sand it or anything like that. It's for interior and exterior. So once this is completely dry, this will be super solid. There again, it looks like. So does it look like a dog? Maybe. And maybe not, you know? But it's fun just to have fun creating. You can make big things, you can make little things, you just can create, guys. God put us on this world so we can create and have fun using the materials that He has given us. And I think that's absolutely fabulous. Our globe is drying up there. We'll be able to put the bow on it tomorrow. This will let dry. Maybe I'll put some fancy stuff on it. Maybe a bow or something just to have fun and stick it on my wall. Thanks again for coming. I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a lovely day, and God bless you all. Bye.